Hey, this is Eric Krasno, and you are listening to Plus One, Volume 6, a collection from my podcast. In this volume, we've collected some interviews with some of my favorite artists. I started the podcast in the beginning of the pandemic with the intention of connecting with some of my favorite artists to talk about music, culture, and what inspires them to create. You will also hear us talk a lot about how the world was affected by the pandemic as it was all happening in real time. We talk about what it was like to be locked down and how that was creating a new musical landscape that really affected how we create and appreciate art. I hope you enjoy these conversations as much as I enjoyed having them. Hey everybody, this is Eric Krasno. You are listening to the Plus One podcast. I want to thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sharing the show with your friends. We've been getting a lot of great feedback and we appreciate all the love out there. I've been really enjoying reading your messages, whether it's on Instagram at Kraz Plus One. You can also email me at krazplus1@gmail.com, and I've been reading those messages too. A lot of great suggestions for guests, and I've been reaching out to a lot of really great artists and musicians and people in the music industry to be on the show. So we have a lot of really cool episodes coming up, and I urge you to follow us on Spotify, or you can subscribe at Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to your podcasts. I want to give a shout out real quick to Osiris Media. They helped me put this podcast together, and specifically want to give a shout out to Matt Dwyer, who does all the editing on the show and makes it sound so nice. You can check out the rest of the content from Osiris at osirispod.com. My guest today on the show is a guy named Andy Frasco. If you have not heard of him, he is a musician. I guess you'd say he's a comedian as well. I don't know if he does stand-up, but he's a really funny dude, and he kind of just puts his whole personality out there. I think he's the type of artist that really flourishes in the time of social media, especially in the last few months. He has kind of ramped up what he's been doing. I know he's been touring for years with Andy Frasco and the UN, but we talk about this in the podcast. Since COVID and since the shutdown, he's been doing a lot of different things. I mean, he's been doing his podcast actually for a few years, and I was a guest early on in the podcast. That's called Andy Frasco's World Saving Podcast. He also does a live streaming show, which I think you can see on YouTube as well. And that one's called Andy Frasco's World Saving Shit Show. I was actually a guest on that, and I was laughing the whole time. I really suggest that you guys go check that out. But he's also a great musician. He was in the industry working for a record label early on.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?